Good morning, everyone, respected teachers and my friends. I am Shraddha Saxena Gaur, and I am here to give the presentation on CC2 subject of the topic Mathematics Laboratory, its importance, objectives, and uses. So, first of all, we will see what is mathematics. Why is it important for us? Mathematics is the abstract science of numbers, quantity, structure, change, and space. Either it could be used as abstract concepts, which is pure mathematics, or as applied to other disciplines such as physics or engineering, which is known as applied mathematics. Now, there are various famous dignitaries who have worked for mathematics, which are the great mathematicians. First of all, if we come for India, then there is Aryabhatta. Aryabhatta is the man who discovered zero. Second famous dignity mathematician of India is Ramanujan, the man who knows the infinity, who discovered infinity. Now, there are two other famous mathematicians of the world. First, we can say Pythagoras, who is the father of the Pythagoras theorems, which is hypotenuse square is equal to perpendicular square plus base square. And second is Carl Gauss, who invented the Gauss theorem. He is the greatest mathematician since antiquity. Now, what is the need of mathematics laboratory? A previous system was based on theory-based mathematics teaching, which is not so innovative because you won't have you will not be having the hands-on on the subject. So there are major faults in the theory-based mathematics teaching. First is lack of innovation, lack of technology. There is no technology used in it. Whatever the teacher is teaching, the students have to grab it. Rote learning is learning repetitively. When you learn repetitively, it store in your mind, but you won't be remember it for long time, for lifetime. Lack of application over day-to-day problems. You won't be able to apply mathematics to your day-to-day issues. Concepts cannot be made clear through lectures. Observation with the end opposes the means. Obsession with the end means obsession to get the answer. That obsession will oppose the means. What is the meaning of the topic? What we are going to learn in it? We are just focused on getting the answer. We are not focused on the means. Last is students often develops either a phobia for maths or a dislike for it. Because of all these reasons, students used to not like mathematics. They don't used to do problems on the mathematics. Now, here comes the needs of mathematics laboratory. In a mathematics laboratory, it is the place rich in manipulation material to which children have ready access to handle, perform mathematical experiments, play mathematical games, solve mathematical puzzles, and get involved in the other activities which is based on mathematics. The laboratory approach allows students to set up mathematical experiments for the purpose of discovering some mathematical principles, patterns, or processes. If we come to the objective of mathematics laboratory, they are to emphasize on learning by doing, to give easy access to manipulative materials, to develop an attitude of inquiry, to enhance confidence in students, to generate interest in the subject, to develop out-of-the-box thinking, to train the children to have a keen observation and they should be able to get the readings. Now, the importance over the mathematics laboratory, we can explain it like this. It develops critical thinking and logical reasoning in the students. Complex theoretical concepts can be made clear to the students. Practical mindedness can be developed. Mathematics can be correlated with the day-to-day life's problem. Mathematics laboratory help the students to build interest and confidence for mathematics, since you will be getting hands-on of the subjects. Involvement of mind and hand, the coordination between the mind and hand is useful for cognitive development, and whatever you are doing, you will remember it for long. Verification of several geometrical properties and facts using models or by paper cutting or folding techniques or by charts and etc. These techniques can be useful for the development. The teacher also, it is useful, since he can demonstrate, explain and reinforce abstract mathematical ideas by using concrete objects, models, charts, graphs, pictures, posters, etc., which will be present in the laboratory. Now, what will be the materials and equipments present in the laboratory? First of all, there is concrete materials. Concrete materials, you can say, like pebbles, beds, sticks, ball frame, balances, weighs, measuring tape, scissors, pins, etc. Second is pictures and charts. Pictures and charts maybe we can use to explain the theories, history of mathematics, various facts and concepts, or any mathematician biography or information of any great mathematician, which can inspire the students. And charts can be of various facts and theories as well. Third is blackboard. Blackboard is useful for the teacher to give instructions or to draw figures or to give the illustration. Fourth is drawing instruments. Drawing instruments are mainly compass, rulers, protractors, etc., which will be useful for teacher, which will be there only for the teacher to demonstrate the drawing. For the students, there would be instrument boxes to perform the practical. Now, next is surveying instruments. Surveying instruments are you can say angle mirror for laying out right angles, or you can say sextant for measuring the angular distance, angles of elevation and depression, the height of an object, the width of an object. Next can be the clinometers. It is for angle of elevation and to calculate height of an object. Transit may be used for measuring the angular distance. Level can be used for finding difference in the elevations. Now, there is weighing and measuring instruments. Weighing and measuring instruments is for an example, measuring tapes, balances of different types, measuring jars, etc. Proportional dividers can be also used. Next are computing devices. Computing devices, you can say calculator and computers to give presentation.